Welcome to New York Knicks basketball, presented by Chase. The final stop on this 5-game road trip brings the Knicks to the Queen City of Charlotte as they take on the Hornets in their third Emirates NBA Cup game of the season. So as you can see, a unique color on the court here at Spectrum Center in Charlotte. Get you a quick look at the NBA Cup standings. And for the Knicks, it's simple. Over there on the right, Group East C. If the Knicks win today and on Friday at home against Milwaukee, they win the group and they move on to the knockout round for a third consecutive season. And with that, we had honor of receiving Timberlands and a hard hat as the defensive player of the game. He'll be starting for the second consecutive night here against Charlotte. The Knicks have split the first 4 games of this road trip so they can make it a winning road swing with a W tonight. LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller back in the Hornets lineup for this promising yet unproven team. We'll see if the Knicks have to offer tonight in the final game of the road trip on MSG.
Welcome back to Charlotte, everyone. Coming up, the opening tip between the Knicks and the Charlotte Hornets. Great to have you with us here on MSG. Jalen Brunson, all the talk about him being off the ball more this year than last. He's actually averaging more points than he did per game so far. 28.3 points per game so far this year. He averaged 26 per game last year, and he had 27 Monday night in the 13-point win over the Nets. This is the 5th and last game of the Knicks road trip. Caesars Sportsbook presents tonight's advanced stats. And note what has happened to the Knicks in the losses. The defense has really struggled in terms of opponent points in the paint, opponent's field goal percentage, and the opponent's three-point shooting percentage. When the Knicks struggle, it's often on the defensive end that leads to the trouble. Opening tip is next with Tyler and Clyde. Stay with us. Knicks basketball is coming up.
Knicks in Charlotte looking for a win and then a quick get out of town to be home for Thanksgiving tomorrow. Hope everyone's enjoying a holiday week already. To take a look at the starting lineups, same 5 as to what we saw on Monday in Brooklyn, but just the second time we've seen this grouping together. The headline is Mitchell Robinson is available, but for the first time, he'll be coming off the bench instead of starting. As for the Hornets, this is just the 4th time all year they've had their preferred starting 5 available, mostly because Brandon Miller has missed 13 games with a shoulder injury. He is good to go, as is LaMelo Ball, who's only played 10 games this year because of an ankle impingement. Time for Find Your Pace, presented by Experience Abu Dhabi. It's Clyde's keys to the game.
Fire and desire. Don't want to play catch-up tonight. Come out right away. Cat to the rack, featuring him like we did the previous game when he scored 37, and they've got to do it for 48 minutes. We've seen the Knicks still lacking a killer instinct. They get double-digit leads, and they allow teams to get back into the game.
It's been alternating wins and losses these last 7 games. Knicks are 4-3 during this up and down stretch, trying to put together back-to-back wins for the first time in a couple of weeks.
The Hornets do not play defense. They give up 121 points. That's what the Knicks average. And the Knicks give up 115, right around what the Hornets are averaging. So defense will be a catalyst tonight.
And both of these teams struggle defending the three-point line as Miller right on cue nails a triple over Brunson.
Miller averaging 16 a game. Very injury prone throughout his career. But when he's healthy, he's very efficient.
He played 27 games last year with a wrist injury. Just told you he's missed 13 games this season. Brunson slips inside and a hook pass to Bridges. He'll attack the lane. Finds Brunson in the corner. Left it short. Rebound tipped by Towns. The hustle from Hart, but Brenner got to it first. And then thrown out of bounds. We'll say it's tipped by the Knicks, though, and the Hornets take over.
Coach like to see guys on the floor getting those floor burns. Good job by the neophyte preserving the ball for the Hornets.
We saw some hustle plays from Josh Hart early on Monday. Really set the tone, and he wound up playing a season-high 38 minutes. An early Let's Go Knicks chant here at Spectrum Center. One of the several arenas that fans have nicknamed MSG South.
Look at the big fella manipulating.
Miller to Kalkbrenner, who's shooting 80% from the field this year because of shots like that.
Yeah, Miller's 6'8", doing a good job with the creativity off the bounce.
Yeah, Brandon Miller, 3rd year out of Alabama. He was the first guy drafted after Victor Wembanyama. Towns is backing him down now.
Yeah, this is what we want. Cat to the rack.
Nice turnaround, and the Knicks are on the board.
Posting and toasting that time, 12 feet away.
Towns didn't take a three-pointer until late in the third quarter against Brooklyn. Finished 11 out of 16 from 2 and 3 of 4 from downtown as Miles Bridges gets on the board.
Bridges, their top gun, averaging 22 per game.
He's taken almost 9 three-pointers tonight. That's a career high.
He's been a Knick nemesis throughout his career.
Brunson finds Towns the release foul. Inside to Bridges. Marked by Knipple. Foul line fadeaway. He got hit from behind, and a foul is called on LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, nice posted inside by Bridges. So he's going to the line more frequently these days. That's LaMelo there, 6'7". Bridges 6'6". So he's at the line for 2.
To the line about twice a night this year. He continues to produce on a consistent basis. Only once this year has he not scored 10 or more points. He's got 5 different 20-point games.
And like Tyler, he never misses a game.
When I'm on the schedule, I'm showing up, Clyde. You know that. Maybe I'll take a few games off when I'm in my 50th season. Well, you got to earn that right.
That's right. They earn, man. You got to pay.
Now,
so how's your girl Monica? Is she going to return or what's going on?
Oh, yeah. Monica's ready to roll when the Knicks come back home.
Oh, okay.
Lucky to have Wally Zerbiak in the fold, calling the game on radio with the prolific Pat O'Keefe. Now remember, Clyde, last year the Knicks were in Charlotte through Thanksgiving. They had to eat turkey and stuffing in the hotel because they played here on Black Friday. It was a 99-98 nail-biting win. There's a block from Mikal Bridges.
He's averaging 1 block a game, a couple of steals.
Brunson feeds Hart in the corner. He's given some room, so we'll line it up and knock it down.
Hart has been percolating from behind the arc. Normally they give him that shot. He's been making him pay.
You mentioned the Bridges shot block numbers. If you combine steals and blocks, he is second in the league behind Victor Wembanyama. It's incredible how impactful he's been on defense this year. Here's Knipple. Got rid of it quickly to Ball.
You mentioned the run by defense. Teflon D, they can't play that tonight. They've got to stay up on these guys.
A lot of three-point defense does have luck to do with it, but Charlotte's 3 out of 3 from long range to start. And LaMelo Ball, talk about bad luck. He was 4 for his last 25 from distance before that make.
He's a streak shooter's Ball. So is Hart. He's looking for more.
Give and go with Towns. Hart to the rim, 2-hand stuff.
I love it when they're moving and grooving like that. So Hart, 5 consecutive points now.
Towns continues to show off his elite passing. He's on pace for a career high 3.5 times a game.
Let's take a look at a little knick-knack here. Hart, the beneficiary with this sweet stuff.
As your full court support presented by Tommy John. And Hart came off the bench.
That's Hart too. Tommy John.
Oh yeah. He's the face of the brand, really.
He's ubiquitous tonight.
That ball tipped out of bounds. It'll go to the Knicks, but 2 starts in a row for Hart, who was very open and accepting of his new role on the bench. But Mike Brown wants him in the starting 5 at least tonight, as Charles Lee has come out to call timeout. He certainly didn't like the call. I haven't seen a signal for a challenge yet.
So Hart has been catalytic. He had a big 3 balls in the backdoor play, slamming and jamming.
We do have a challenge, Clyde.
Yeah.
No flight.
Will you marry me?
It's just a flight. It's your next step.
Thank you. You're gonna do great.
And at Delta, we're proud to help you take it.
This coach's challenge is brought to you by Sprite. Let's take a couple of looks at what the Hornets coaching staff presumably saw first. It has been ruled out of bounds off of Karl Anthony Towns. So a successful challenge for Charlotte. So they keep the ball, 14 to shoot, but more importantly, they keep their second challenge. As Knipple misfires from the corner off the inbound, and the rebound secured by Bridges. Diabate into the game, and he's no match for Jalen Brunson. Quick first step. And the first two tonight for the Knicks captain has tied the game at 11.
A defiant captain that time would not be denied.
Miller almost banked that one in, and Towns, who's third in the NBA in rebounding, pulls down another.
Yep, continues to astound with his rebounding. Knicks not moving the ball, too much bouncing now. Just to get back to continuity. And they turn it over.
Entry pass a bit too low. Knicks actually gave it away just 8 times on Monday. That's the season low. And they continue to rank top 3 in the NBA at limiting giveaways.
They're only 13 turnovers a game for the Knicks.
There's LaMelo Ball. Knicks have only seen him once in the past 2 seasons because of various injuries, and he's capable of highlights like that.
And that's what happened, guys. If you maintain your dribble, keep your head up, good things can happen. All able to thrive in the paint.
Still just 24 years old. It's Ball, Doncic, and Jokic, the only guys who average 21, 6, and 9. Deuce McBride.
Who's dancing?
Good dribble for 2. That's a beauty from Deuce McBride.
Oohs and ahs from the crowd, as well as Deuce.
Like he's healthy, ready to go after missing Saturday's game with an illness in Orlando. And another steal from Mikal Bridges.
Hart in a hurry.
One-on-one with Miller, slips inside and banks it home.
Poor defense by Miller. He did not put up an effort at all. He's 6'8", Hart's 6'5".
What a difference maker it is having Josh Hart in the starting lineup. He's 3 for 3, 7 points in 5 minutes.
Knicks tightening up the D now. Doing a good job. Seeing the ball, seeing the man.
There's Miller on the baseline. McBride stayed down to the fake, and Hart read that pass the whole way. He's got 9 first quarter points.
And that's what happens if you see the ball, see your man at the same time. Oh, Brunson got smacked in the head that time.
Wow. LaMelo Ball apologizes. There used to be a video game, Clyde, called NBA Street. He would do this on purpose off the head, but here you see Hart on the other end.
Cross-court passes, always dangerous. And you hear me, folks, all the time saying that pass should never be allowed. Cross-court passes. And look at defense right there. Non-existent. And Deuce shaking and peeking, stopping and popping there, igniting the crowd. So an auspicious start by these Knicks.
I know your fellow Hall of Famer Mike Breen's favorite Clydeism is precocious neophyte. Mine happens to be that pass should never be allowed, folks. So thank you for dropping one on Thanksgiving Eve. And the Knicks are hitting some high percentage looks. They've made each of their last 6 shots.
Whoa!
And that one's fired out of bounds by Miles Bridges.
That pass should never be made.
Well, we talked about turnovers. Hornets give it away 16 times a night. That's bottom 10 in the league.
Conversely, we mentioned Knicks only 13. Big difference.
We've seen a lot of young, talented teams in the NBA give the Knicks trouble. Of course, Orlando is 2-0 against New York, but you can't replace the veteran savvy that this experienced group has. Inbound comes to Towns. First personal on Musa Diabate as Brunson attacks, but missed it off the rim.
Yeah, good D by the Hornets that time, contesting him, making him use the right hand.
Colin Sexton gets his first touch.
Sexton, a long-time Nick Nemesis when he played with Utah.
His last 4 games, Clyde, pretty eye-popping numbers. He's scored at least 22 points and dished out 5 assists against the Knicks as a member of the Jazz.
Towns manipulating.
Oh! Didn't get the roll. Offensive rebound came back to him and he banks it in.
Persistence personified by the big man. Working diligently that time to come up with the hoop.
Averaging over 3 offensive boards a game. Trey Mann now, floater, drops in.
They're getting whatever they want off the bounce, folks. Prospering in the paint. So, Knicks got to tighten up their D.
Knicks have brought in Gershon Anderson as Deuce McBride connects for 3.
So Deuce got a start in New Jersey, only had 9 points. Like he's going to surpass that tonight.
Sexton finds Knipple off the back rim.
Those are the shots Knipple has been feasting on. He's missed his last 2.
He's 0 for 3 for the game.
Brunson looking to take him down.
And he's been red hot from 2-point range lately. Actually 63% over the last 3 games, but that's his last pair. Knipple took him right to the rim, and he gets his first bucket.
Knipple is 6'6". Brunson's 6'2". So no problem along the baseline.
Entered the night shooting 44% from long range. Knippel, the number 4 overall pick.
Loose manipulating. Good D there by Sexton.
Inside for Towns, defended by Bridges. Across the lane, and he gets the back rim roll through some contact as well.
Bridges only 6'6", Towns a 7-footer. So wheeling and dealing on Bridges.
Charlotte was one of the first teams last year to put a wing on Karl Anthony Towns, but he's attacking the smaller defenders in a very effective way here tonight as a loose ball foul is called on Gershon Yabusele.
Take a look at Towns, one of our keys. Cat to the rack. So wheeling and dealing there. Again, Bridges on a 6'6". Towns a 7-footer. Spins inside on him easily.
The number 3 ranked offense in the NBA behind Denver and Houston. Mitchell Robinson will check in off the bench for the first time this year.
Towns to the bench early.
6 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist for Cat. You figure with the short shifts we've seen from Mitchell Robinson, 3 or 4 minutes, maybe it makes sense to see what it looks like off the bench as Liam McNeely misses a 3.
Speaking of bounding, Mitch's forte. Now the alley-oop.
Turned into a floater that missed for Bridges.
Yeah, good D by the Hornets.
Robinson did not play in Brooklyn on Monday. He was out with an illness. And maybe the biggest surprise on Saturday in Orlando was that he only had 1 offensive rebound. There's a 3-point play for Colin Sexton. You said it, Clyde. He has done a number on the Knicks over the last couple of years.
Sexton, 6'3". Watch the feline quickness, slicing and dicing them here. There's the foul, the continuation. So he's shooting one as well. Played collegiately at Alabama. He's a Georgia boy. Marietta, Georgia. I think he played for the Little General.
There's a 3-point play for Sexton. Always a fiery player.
Avery Johnson. Yeah,
that's right. 8th year out of Alabama, Colin Sexton. Jalen Brunson puts on the goggles. 2 more for New York.
Brunson averaging 26 a game.
Trey Mann off the dribble. That one spins out. Brunson had a big 4th quarter here last Black Friday. 11 points to help the Knicks avoid an upset. Bridges left-handed uses the glass.
Oh, good manipulation by Bridges.
He's got 4 points.
Yeah, very adept off the bounce now. Sexton has the 3 ball. He has a mismatch on Robinson.
Sexton turbos into the lane and almost threw it away. Nice catch from Mann. The Hornets made their first 3 triples, but they're 0 for 6 since, so they keep attacking the rim, and Bridges gets a bucket.
Bridges held Pent off the bounce, so he brings a lot of hustle and muscle to the game.
Knicks up 4, late first quarter.
Yeah, let's take a look at the maestro. Fall back baby jumper as the Knicks need time.
Knicks have hit 12 of their first 16 shots and lead by 4 late in the first quarter. Knicks fans, join us at the Garden on Sunday, November 30th to see the Knicks face off against the red-hot Toronto Raptors. Scan the QR code or head to Knicks.com to get tickets. Got some time for our trivia question brought to you by Cadillac. Talked a lot about number 4 pick Knippel already. He's on pace to break Keegan Murray's rookie record for most 3-pointers made in a season. Who holds the Knicks rookie record for most 3-pointers made in a season? Post your answer using hashtag Cadillac Trivia. Knicks by 4, 2:20 left in the opening frame. Mitchell Robinson off the bench for the first time this year. Whistle and a foul called on Sion Williams, another rookie out of Duke for Charlotte.
Dukies are everywhere for this team.
Not to mention Mason Plumlee, a backup big.
He's 35 now. Plumlee's been around for a while.
Robinson out high, watched by his fellow 7-footer Ryan Kalkbrenner. He's a rookie from Creighton. Brunson with the footwork, gets around James for 2.
Brunson on top of his game. Previously fall back baby jumper. This time bouncing and announcing off the glass.
He's got 6 points, and he is the 3rd leading first quarter scorer in the NBA, and Colin Sexton, he's going to be a problem all night. Another three-point play opportunity for Charlotte.
Yep, moving and grooving. Sexton, he's showing the feline quickness. This time the canine attitude. And Jalen bouncing and announcing off the glass. And that basket came against Clarkson. They were teammates in Utah.
In Utah, that's right. Sexton, it's his third team in 8 years. He was traded from the Jazz for Yusuf Nurkic in June. Pick and roll with Robinson. Brunson trying to shake free of James, and the one-legged foul away won't drop.
Better D that time by James. Staying on his feet, contesting the shot. And again, Clarkson.
2 fouls on Clarkson. He had 5 on Monday as McNeely out of UConn hits a corner 3.
And that continues to be problematic for these Knicks. Transitions threes.
Hornets have gone cold, but they're 4 of 10 now as Hart drives the lane and draws a foul.
What a start for Hart. Getting in the passing lane, going back door, had a big 3 ball. Now going to the line, looking for 2 more.
Second-year head coach Charles Lee. Matchup of 2 coaches from different eras, but who have both won multiple championships as assistants. Lee was with Milwaukee in 2021 and Boston 2 years ago. Of course, Mike Browning won with the Spurs in 2003, and then 3 times under Steve Kerr with Golden State.
Lee, is he one of the youngest coaches in the league now?
Very much so. This is his first head coaching gig after 10 years as an assistant.
He has to keep his ID with him like Tyler.
Well, your ID, you said this in Brooklyn. Your ID is showing those 2 championship rings to let you in any arena.
That's right.
As if the suit wasn't enough. Hart able to sink the free throws, or it made 1 of 2 rather. So he's got 10. At least the 3rd youngest coach in the league. He played at Bucknell and then overseas for his professional time. Robinson couldn't get the shot block on man.
Manipulating nicely with the left hand. Now Robinson has to step up. Did not penetrate his side.
Clarkson. Kick out to McBride. Good extra pass for Brunson. Balance and gets it and 1.
Brunson so shrewd, clever, slick, folks. Watch this move by Brunson. He knows man is overzealous. Got him in the air through the contact and the continuation. MVP champs now cascading from the crowd.
And I don't think these are getting drowned out tonight.
I think we heard that in Brooklyn as well, didn't we? Yeah. Brunson, look at those numbers, folks. Prolific.
We mentioned earlier he's the 3rd best first quarter scorer in the NBA. He was leading the league for the first 10 games or so, but Luka Doncic had 24 in the opening frame against the Clippers last night. He's number 1. And the 2nd-ranked first quarter scorer, James Harden, he had a career-high 27-point first quarter against these Hornets on Saturday.
And Harden had 55 against the Hornets.
He was getting wherever he wanted.
Oh, yeah.
Against this young team. Well, Brunson averages 10 in the first. He's got 9 right now.
Brunson's still the reigning Mr. Clutch in the NBA. First prowess in the 4th quarter.
Ball missed a tough shot. McBride off to the races. One of the fastest guys on the floor. Couldn't keep the handle. And with 3.7 separating shot and game clock, the Hornets take over.
Yeah, good pounding D by the Hornets, getting back with Deuce. Showing good quickness that time with the Hornets.
4-point Knick lead.
No fouls to give for the Knicks.
Each team is led by as many as 6 in the opening quarter.
Ball's a good bad shot shooter. And a stupendous passer.
9 assists a game, 4th in the league, and the side hook shot wouldn't go. Quick outlet from Robinson. Bridges with 1 in the lane. Beats the buzzer.
Bridges has been dazzling off the bounce. We've seen him bouncing with the left hand off the glass. This time beating the shot clock, the end of the quarter. Take another look at the Iron Man. Rising and surprising them in the nick of time.
37-31, Knicks with the lead, led by 11 points in just 8 minutes from Josh Hart. We got 9 from Jalen Brunson as well, as the Knicks are off to a hot start, hoping to come home with a winning road trip. 37-31 after a quarter. Knicks basketball is presented by Chase. Knicks have a 37-31 lead over the Hornets, thanks to 11 first quarter points from Josh Hart. Knicks have made 15 of their 20 shots. They're at 75%.
We mentioned the poor defense by the Hornets, so not an aberration the way they're guarding the Knicks so far.
Clarkson slashes inside, but is blocked by Diabate. Got his own rebound, but that was a grenade at the end of the shot clock.
Diabate 6'11", doing a good job.
A lot of ball handling on the floor with this Knicks lineup. Kolek, McBride, Clarkson, and Hart. As Sion James badly misses a three. Towns is in the middle as Hart rejected from behind by Diabate.
Exquisite timing by the big man. Now he's running the court with the bad.
Averages just over a block a game. Another ball off the mark. Kolek hustling with a rebound, and they're going to give that ball to the Knicks.
Diabate showing his defensive prowess, but in vain.
Thought they might change that one, Clyde. It's going to go Charlotte's way.
Yeah, the Hornets have not been able to capitalize. Let's take a look.
Closer than I thought on second look, but they changed the call. It'll stay with the Hornets.
Ball has been held in check.
Stay in front of him, but he's off the mark again. And then Hart came down awkwardly, and they will call the loose ball foul.
Hart averaging 9 points, has 11 in 9 minutes of action tonight. He's yet to miss a shot. Well, he's 4 or 5. So he's been ubiquitous as usual, igniting the Knicks.
His season high is 18 points this season. Deuce McBride, 5 points early on.
Knicks are getting whatever they want. Have to be patient.
They're not taking too many threes. They've made 2 of their 3 three-point attempts so far. Josh Hart giving some space and nails another 3. He's 2 for 2 from distance.
Tantalizing the Hornets bench.
14 points in 9 minutes for Josh Hart. Good ball moving from Charlotte, frees up Miller. Rebounds out.
Yeah, good contesting that time by the Knicks, especially Cole. Hart take it, he give it.
Knicks turn it over now for the 4th time. Ball steps to the corner, off the side of the backboard.
Richard Ball's a good bad shot shooter. Hearing it from the crowd on that one.
The Hornets have missed their first 5 shots in this quarter. Post up Towns on Diabate. Quick spin to the base. Bank shot, no, but a foul as ball came crashing in from behind.
Towns still displaying that poise and composure. Letting the game come to him. Taking the shots that he wants. So doing a good job of posting this time and creating a foul.
I'm going to call that foul on Moussa Diabate, which is his 3rd personal in 7 minutes.
Diabate has been thrilling us with his shot blocking prowess. And hacking and whacking, Towns looking to capitalize.
He's got 2 blocks. Also known as a pretty good offensive rebounder. He pulls down 4 a game. Of course, Mitchell Robinson leads the league with 5, and then Steven Adams are atop the leaderboards. Towns gets the first free throw. Knicks fans, register for the Knicks Fan First program for your chance to access our no-fees Black Friday ticket offer. Scan the QR code or head to Knicks.com/fanfirst to register now.
I can't do any of that, so I got to become more computer literate now.
I think you're doing fine. You've made it this far.
I can't even order lunch when I go out.
Well, people get it for you. You're at that level.
I can't even open my drink. It's in the room.
All right, well, that's a different issue. It's an extended 10-0 Nick run over the last 3 minutes. Towns has 8 points. Continues a great year of free throw shooting. Bridges on the other end, connects on a 3.
Hornets hanging around. Just can't get stops.
Seen a little more Tyler Kolek in recent games with the injuries to Anunoby and Shamet. 17 minutes each of the last 2 nights for Kolek. Hart has the hot hand. A rare miss. And a block by James on the putback from Towns.
Towns has to be stronger. He knows that.
Miller's wide open, but he can't capitalize. Knipple off the catch. The defense from Kolek and a reach and swipe from Clarkson forces the turnover.
The Hornets continue to be discombobulated. Good sleight of hand by the Knicks, and they will bring it up.
Just mentioned Landry Shamet. Nothing official from the team yet, but according to multiple reports, as Deuce McBride draws a foul, they're going to reevaluate Landry Shamet in 4 weeks. It's a shoulder sprain, so hopefully not as bad as some assume. But again, it's a reevaluation in 4 weeks, so we don't have the full picture yet. But Mike Brown said at today's pregame press conference, as far as he knows, it's much better than having to get surgery. So hoping for the best with Landry Shamet, who had to leave the game early on Saturday against Orlando.
Oh, yeah, what a devastating blow for the Knicks. Landry was starting to find his game. It was coming off a career high. 36 points in the game, made some big threes. And a recurring injury that he suffered previously.
42% from distance this year. This will be now the 3rd Knick game without him, including Orlando. New York by 10.
Regis, look at the score. Quick move.
Towns stuck with him the whole way.
Towns made him use his right hand, too. He's a southpaw. He's guarding Towns, Regis. Now they switch.
It's Miller.
Miller, no match for Towns.
Towns goes back to work with the left hand, and he's got 10.
Miller's 6'8" with 205 pounds.
Another efficient start for Karl Anthony Towns. He was 14 of 20 on Monday, about 4 of 6 tonight. And again, he has not yet taken a three-pointer as the Knicks are out to a 12-point lead.
One of our keys, Cat to the rack. So he's been wheeling and dealing so far, propelling these Knicks.
Knicks out to their largest lead, up by 12 here in Charlotte. Josh Hart, 14 points in 12 minutes. He set the tone tonight, Clyde.
Yep, Hart started out with the 3-ball, then a backdoor play, then another layup. So he's been very efficient on the offense. And so have other Knicks, as Towns, that we just saw, finishing the quarter. They needed a timeout after he wheeled and dealed. So the Hornets have been hanging around, but they cannot get stops tonight.
Let's take a look at tonight's Kia card. 3-point shots going down again tonight. Hart is shooting over 40% from long range this month after a 1 for 10 start. And they will eventually call that travel on Bridges. There's a lot of talk in the preseason from Hart about a splint on his right ring finger, his shooting hand, and how he'd have to be managing some pain throughout the year, and he certainly is, but this is certainly the best you could have asked for him in terms of 3-point efficiency so far.
Back woes, he played 2 minutes in the preseason. So he's returned with a vengeance.
We have learned to not worry about the preseason when it comes to Josh Hart. He had just 2 points in the exhibition games last year. Miller, a nice strong finish. He's back to a 10-point game.
Knicks' largest lead has been 12.
Kolek steps around Miller. Misfire. Towns got a fingertip to it, and it's out of bounds off of Charlotte. Mikal Bridges will check into the game.
Well, you like to see Kolek attacking. Got to take those shots. Got to get him down. So good hustle by the Knicks. They will get a second opportunity.
Kolek, season high 5 assists, or rather 3 assists, and 5 points through the day. Obviously with a little more playing time.
Clarkson trying to get on track against this former teammate, and he does.
It's a done over Sexton, who comes away grabbing his left rib.
Oh, he's open. They missed Sexton. He was wide open underneath.
Off to a great start, 7 points in 6 minutes. Now Bridges steps toward Kolek, hangs in the air, and a soft touch for 2.
And soft rims, too. You see the ball hit the front of the rim, get enough fortuitous bounce.
Towns thought about his first 3-point try. Now he's thinking out loud, but it rimmed out.
Good job by Bridges contesting the shot. They're trying to get a pace to the game now.
Knippel's gone cold. He's 0 for 4 from downtown.
That's his forte.
Clarkson aggressive on Sexton again, creates some space and drops it through.
Deja vu for Clarkson. So we know he can take Sexton into the paint. Started to capitalize.
Clarkson's been so good inside the arc. He's actually at 63% from 2-point range this year. A whistle and a loose ball foul on the Knicks. It is Clarkson's 3rd, but he's really impressed on the offensive end so far.
Let's take a look at Clarkson retaliating against Sexton. Sexton had been driving and thriving on him. So Clarkson 6'5", Sexton 6'3". Former teammates going at it, and another hoop by Clarkson.
Averaging 12 points a game on this road trip so far. He's got 7 tonight, but he'll have to sit with his 3rd foul. Now Brunson into the game with Kolek, McBride, Bridges, and Towns.
Hornets have gone cold.
Towns trying to heat up. 0-for-2 start for him, but you're right about Charlotte. They're 5 of 18 from 3.
Yep, coming a basket case. This is when they're vulnerable to turning the ball over. And there he is.
Trying to force it to Knippel, and Towns on the other end. Banks home a layup. Knicks are cruising.
Yeah, when you start meandering, that's when you were prone to turnovers. So the neophyte coughing it up.
12 points for Towns. He's 5 of 10. Deion James, early 2nd-round pick out of Duke this summer.
Big defense, invincible.
Hey man, with a tough 2.
Yep.
It is the 17th ranked defense in the NBA, the Knicks. Towns shove Bridges out of the way, and they'll call him for the offensive foul.
He gets 2 or 3 of those a game, folks. He's in that high elbow. Previously, Towns going 40, 50 feet off the bounce. This time, very flagrant foul right there. And this is a turnover, allowing Towns to show his feline quickness and dexterity.
Showing that left hand finishing a lot lately. That replay was presented by Heineken. And enjoy Heineken responsibly.
The only thing that stops Towns is himself. Only an early foul rule.
That was his first. Sexton caught in the corner. Trying to dribble out of it, but hard double teams.
Look at the Knicks swarming.
Sexton with good footwork to finish for 2.
Sexton improvising along the baseline. That's part of his repertoire.
And delay of game called against the Hornets. 10-point Knick lead. They've led by as many as 14. Brunson continues to attack, and that one off the side of the backboard.
Not a good shot by the captain. Allowing these guys to get momentum now.
Extra pass to Bridges, but the other Bridges closed him out. And then he blocked him. McHale denies Miles.
In style.
Coast to coast, Warriors hustling the entire Hornets roster.
Because the other Miles started coasting. And now Bridges, of course, sprinting, able to get the easy opportunity.
8 points. He hasn't missed a shot yet.
We got a lot of Miles out there tonight.
Yeah, from our perspective, I'm glad that Miles McBride goes by Deuce. Could cross us up a time or 2. Sexton off the front rim. Brunson with pace. Throws it up and in, plus a foul.
Now the Knicks are pouring it on. Driving and thriving, blocking shots. Defense, their best offense now. Well, let's take a look at the captain. MVP chants again, serenading from the crowd. He's feeling his omnipotence as he goes to the line for one.
And these are loud MVP chants, Clyde.
Yep. Look like a capacity crowd here tonight.
The second foul on Trey Mann. Brunson has 11. This is his second three-point play opportunity.
The Knicks getting whatever they want in transition now. Pouring it on.
So Brunson and Towns both have 12. Monday, it was 37 for Towns, 27 for Brunson. That was just the second time all year that they both had at least 25 points in a game. You had to go back to the second game of the season against Boston. Always great to see them both producing at the same time on the same night.
When that happens, they rarely play catch-up. Towns is not playing well. Catch-up.
Big three there from Trey Mann to stop the bleeding. Hornets were 4 out of 14 in the second quarter before that match.
Bridges very active. No fouls to give for the Hornets.
Smooth fadeaway. He's 4 for 4.
Quintessential Bridges tonight. Penetrating, devastating.
Already 4 Knicks in double figures.
Sexton.
Oh, tough blocking foul called there on Deuce McBride.
Only the second team foul on the Knicks. Let's take a look at Bridges. 6'6". So he's been penetrating, creating, blocking shots, making steals. A lot of versatility tonight, helping the Knicks.
45 late first half. Let's get you tonight's Range Rover Sport dynamic performance. And Clyde, we've seen Mikal Bridges be so impressive on the defensive end, and he really has continued to be one of the very best two-way players in the NBA. And he showed it just a few moments ago in one sequence.
We mentioned he has not missed a game in his NBA career. Watch the relentless pursuit on this play. Not only blocking a shot, he's averaging one of those, and then sprinting back to be the beneficiary of his good play. So, stupendous player by Bridges in the first half.
And one of 4 Knicks in double figures already.
All silent night.
Good hard screen from Miller to free up Delane, and then a loose ball came to Kalkbrenner, who stuffs it.
Yeah, a little serendipity for him. He was just standing there counting the house.
Back to a 12-point game. Brunson, McBride, Hart, Bridges, and Robinson.
Knicks not in a hurry. They've had composure all evening.
Brunson went down hard off ball, but they'll play on. Bridges a baseline drive. Surrounded by Hornets, out to McBride, and he powers it through.
Knicks got it all going on now. This is contagious.
They've taken just 7 3-pointers. They get up on average 43 a game. But they made 4 of them.
That's up from 34 a game last season. They wanted to get at least 40, and they've surpassed that so far.
Tough step back. Miles over Miles, and Bridges misses. Yeah, that is tough.
One and done. Oh, look at Bridges again.
There's McHale ahead of the pack.
Yeah, sweet dish by Hart.
Clyde on that 3 from McBride. All 5 Knicks starters have at least 10 points.
Yep. Swiss cheese D continues for the Hornets.
Bridges couldn't bang it in.
Hart head up, eyes wide open.
He's been doing this all game, and it's kept the Hornets on their heels. Now a spin move and a fall away, and 2 more for Josh Hart.
Creating havoc off the bounce. Knicks fans loving it so far.
Final minute, second quarter.
Oh, last shot hit the side of the backboard. This is the brick as well.
He's got 5 points so far. Now Brunson, rhythm through. Rebound collected by Bridges, out to Josh Hart. Passed up the 3-point.
That's the composure we alluded to. The Knicks are on top of their game. Tenacious and sagacious tonight.
Brunson off the dribble. Got it!
Yeah. Isolating, devastating them now.
That's his first 3-pointer. 15 first-half points for Jalen Brunson.
Plus, they have a foul to give. Only 2 team fouls. Show they're playing defense with their feet and not their hands.
Pick and slip with Miller. He dropped it, and there's time for one last Knick possession. Hart with 7. Now only 3 seconds. He'll launch and connect. What a first half for the Knicks. 19 points for Josh Hart. As the heave won't go, he is 3 of 3 from downtown, and the Knicks are flexing their muscles in Charlotte with a 25-point halftime lead.
Very apropos that Hart should apply their coup de grace to these guys. Remember, Hart had 9 points in only 6 minutes of action, and this time the great pass to Bridges. So Bridges running the court with abandon. Hart stopping and popping. Rarely see that from him. In the last one, he wears the 3 as a metaphor of his prowess from behind the arc now, propelling the Knicks.
They finished the half on a 20-5 run. The top-ranked offense in the Eastern Conference, showing exactly why. Stay tuned for the halftime report, sponsored by Verizon. We'll have Bill Pito on site here at Spectrum Center. 72-47. Knicks lead the Hornets at the half. Knicks basketball is presented by Chase. It is hard to have a better half than what we just saw from the Knicks. They're out to a 72-47 lead as we begin the third quarter here in Charlotte. And a little history. Since they started tracking these things back in '96-97, that was the first time that all 5 Knicks starters scored in double figures in the first half. First shot of the third quarter is off the mark from Mikal Bridges. He was 5 of 5 in the opening stanza. Knipple misfires there. It's tipped out of bounds off of Charlotte.
Yeah, and that's the most glaring stat, Tyler. Only 4 points off the bench because the starters have been so prolific.
They've all been scored by Jordan Clarkson. 19 for Hart, 15 for Brunson, 12 apiece for Bridges and Towns, and McBride has 10.
Well, we mentioned the Hornets give up 121 points a game, so that's what the Knicks average. Also, the Hornets the worst in defending the 3 ball. So the Knicks are 6 of 10 thus far.
The opponent shooting 41% from downtown against the Hornets and 50% overall.
We get Hart ugly.
Impressive footwork in the reverse finish.
Yeah. Mesmerizing play by him.
He's 4th year out of Michigan, but first time he's been able to play on a regular contract. Last 3 seasons he's been on 2-way deals.
Now on Towns. See Towns can school him.
Towns was 5 of 8 from inside the arc, 0 for 2 from beyond it. Goes right into Bridges and draws a foul.
Bridges 6'6", 235. No match for the Towns 7-footer, 250. Towns mauling and appalling him to get to the line for 2.
You said it just before the game started, Clyde. It's so great to see him working from inside out these last 2 games, and you can only imagine how much more efficient he's going to be if this style of play continues.
Yep. Obviously, he's cognizant of it. His father mentioned it, so they're discussing it, and he's getting tangible results.
Loved his conversation with you and Mike Green after Monday's win, talking about his dad and how much he appreciates the support and how close they've become as we head toward Thanksgiving. I also like this quote saying, "Shooters go through slumps. Mine just happens to be from game 1 to game now." Hopefully hinting that he's on the other side of the slump. 3 for 4 on Monday, but still looking for his first 3-pointer tonight. One thing that's never cooled down is his free throw shooting, getting to the line 7 times a night. 4 for 4 this evening. He's up near 90% again. Tried the alley-oop, but have found McBride instead of Diabate. Bridges, no hesitation. I thought he got fouled by Ball.
They have numbers if they push.
Into the corner, Brandon Miller hits a 3.
Yeah, you can see that developing coming up the court because Deuce had fallen along the sideline, so they had the numbers game going.
8 points from Miller. They've been able to neutralize him tonight as he's called for a foul on the other end. That's his first. You look at the last 3 games he's played against the Knicks, he's averaging around 25 points. But there's the wrap on his left shoulder. It was a subluxation of the shoulder, which is basically a minor dislocation, so he missed 13 games.
Injury prone throughout his career. You see how thin he is. About 6'9". This is, I think, 205.
Exactly.
He's on Brunson now.
Inbound comes to Hart. Bill Pito told you at halftime he already has a season-high 19 points. He did it in just 20 minutes in the first half. As Towns goes back to work, that one spins out on him, and Miller gets the loose ball.
Hornets looking to push. The Knicks get back.
Miller wants another, and he's got it. He can really heat up. 11 points for Brandon Miller.
Deja vu for Slim Man.
There's a 25-point halftime lead, but of course, in the NBA, anything can happen as Brunson gets 2 back. The Detroit Pistons apparently can even lose games. They finally lost as the win streak ends at lucky 13. They went down in Boston just a few moments ago as Brunson got tied up. They'll jump it up.
When I played, we had an 18-game winning streak.
Those were the days.
And the Pistons broke that at the Garden.
Interesting.
Blew us out. Poston said, "You guys stink. Go home. I don't even want to see you tomorrow."
18 in a row, not good enough, huh?
Yeah.
Now the big question is, how long will Oklahoma City go before their next loss? They're 17-1 with 9 in a row.
Yep. Dynasty.
So the Knicks hoping to change that. A strip there from Brunson on Knipple, but a late whistle and a foul. That came from the other end. David Guthrie says Brunson fouled him.
Brunson wants to challenge. Well, the problem, he gave up the baseline right there. And it was so demonstrative. That's why it looked like a foul. Perception was worse than the reality. Knicks not challenging.
It's all part of the strategy. Of course, you want to make sure you have at least one challenge available if the game gets tight later on. See Mike Brown talking to Jordan Brink on the right, the assistant coach in charge of replay reviews.
Yep, we have an offensive coach, a defensive coach.
The Knicks are, by my count, 7-1-1 this year in reviews. The tie goes to a call that couldn't be overturned because there wasn't enough video evidence.
Similar to last season, successful.
They're the best in the league, and then off the missed free throw, Bridges got fouled on the putback.
That should not happen. On a free throw, you got to box out. So Bridges hustling and muscling to come up with the rebound. Let's take a look. Right side of your screen. Hart is the culprit. Hart allowed him to get inside, and thus he gets to the line for 2.
They are 2 out of 5 from the line tonight. Hornets actually a pretty good free throw shooting team. They're 4th in the league at 83%.
One of the few mistakes by Hart tonight. So 19 points in 21 minutes of action.
Bridges gets the second. 19-point game again. The Hornets want to come back. They're going to have to slow down this Knicks offense. I mentioned earlier, 3rd offensive rating in the league.
Which they haven't done all evening. Deuce coughs it up. That time was good defense. He was triple team.
Turnover number 6 for New York. LaMelo Ball's been held to just 5 points so far. Good contest from Towns. It came back to Ball, though.
You see Ball showing a lot of rust from being out with an injury.
But a step around Brunson. He is, even with that make, 2 for 11 from the field.
And the Knicks want time.
It's a 12-4 Hornets run. They're right back in this game.
Yeah, Ball getting a second opportunity and wheeling along the baseline with the hoop.
Commercial too?
Yep, no time for that.
Like, we're going to sit here and tell them how Caesars Sportsbook is easy to use, that you can watch and bet thousands of sports events, even some NFL games?
I told him I couldn't do it.
They couldn't afford me.
12-4 Hornets run. They're back within 17 as we get you tonight's Cadillac Trivia answer. Who holds the Knicks rookie record for most three-pointers made in a season with 206? Tim Hardaway Jr., of course. 130 for Tim Hardaway Jr.'s record. My guess was Landry Fields. I just looked it up. He had 86. As Brunson missed the floater short. McBride gets a wide open three, and he knocks it down.
Knicks have had the Midas touch all evening. Another second opportunity. They were able to capitalize.
Miller leans in and draws a foul. Bridges was trying to sneak from behind and pick up his third block of the game.
Bridges has been omnipresent tonight, creating havoc with his defense, scoring on the offense, running the court with abandon, but this time overzealous. So Miller time, looking for two.
Bridges has somehow found a way to raise his game in the absence of OG Anunoby. He takes it personally on the defensive ends. There was a couple of games ago on Saturday in Orlando. He called the defensive effort unacceptable. And ever since then, he and this team have really locked it down. Now it's against Brooklyn and Charlotte, but they're certainly heading in the right direction on the defensive end of the floor.
And the offense has been unstoppable.
At 72 points at halftime, on pace for their highest scoring output of the season, as Brunson slips inside and scores and one. It's his third chance at a three-point play tonight.
Using and abusing Ball. Ball is 6'7", but watch the Cardinals center defense. He gives up the baseline, and the captain knows what to do after that. So this should never give up the baseline, folks. You should use the baseline as an extra man to deny the penetration. So Brunson elusive off the bounce, looking for the old-fashioned three-point play.
That was your energizing play presented by C4 Energy. Oh, that's his first miss from the stripe.
Yeah, if I'm guarding you, Tyler, you go baseline, I relax.
Oh, yeah?
I got the line to help me. I use that line to help me like a man.
I think if you're guarding me, you're relaxing either way. Well, Knipple just cannot find it tonight. He's 0 for 5 from long range.
Yep, and this is the guy they've been raving about. Currently the leader in the Rookie of the Year. And they thought he was going to be this focus of this team now. That's how much they were enthralled with this play.
Yeah, we were excited to see Knipple. He was 7 for 11 from downtown against Atlanta. And had the ball in his hands on the final possession, but he was stripped by Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Now they show their folly. Brunson looking to capitalize.
He's missed his last two.
The same way, in and out.
There's a technical on Hornets head coach Charles Lee. Obviously a frustrating stretch for the Hornets. They've lost 6 in a row. And after starting 2-1, they have dropped 12 of 14.
Again, injuries also bedeviling them. Miller's been out, so is Ball.
Brunson taking the rookie to school. First score to reach 20 points. Brunson's got 21. And then a reach and foul on Hart as he bumped Bridges off the spot.
Not a good foul by Hart. The guys are not scoring. Why foul him?
It's the fourth foul already in this quarter.
Yep, 7:12 remaining. Let's see if the Hornets can take advantage.
An ambush from McBride. He took it away from Diabate. And then Towns on the long outlet. Brunson spins, fakes, finds Bridges. 3 from the corner. He got it with a wave it off. Stepped out of bounds on the catch to rob the Knicks of a highlight play.
Yeah, the razzle dazzle. And watch Deuce showing his kleptomania. And then Bridges, the court not wide enough. 50 feet wide, not wide enough for him.
Nick's so dangerous in transition, but then Bridges hits a 3. Charlotte still hanging around here. To a 19-point game.
Yep, they can't get stopped, though.
To put it simply, yes, it's going to be tough for the Hornets to come all the way back. Especially with Brunson knocking down jumpers and drawing fouls. That's another and one for the captain.
And again against Ball. Just isolating, devastating Ball. So he'll go to the bench. Watch the captain. Now he's in his rhythm, and no stopping that. Tantalizing the Nets going to the line for one.
And by the way, if you're wondering about point differential and NBA Cup tiebreakers, and we forgive you if you're not, remember it's a head-to-head is the real tiebreaker in groups, so the Knicks just need to win today and Friday to advance. It's certainly nice to see them reopen this lead up to 22.
That mean we go to Vegas?
They would have to win at least one game. I think, Clyde, you get to stay home either way. They're going to do a national broadcast.
Yeah.
So you can come if you want. As Sexton draws the foul. Karl Anthony Towns saying he pushed off.
Are you big in Vegas?
I am not. I've never been.
You never been to Vegas?
No.
Oh, so that would be great for you. Everybody should see Vegas and New York. Those are two cities you should see.
I'm very
Vegas
happy.
make New York seem slow.
Is that right? I'm very happy to be able to see New York for 41 games a year.
Yeah, we hope you make it to the radio booth time.
We'll be fine. Don't worry about me, Clyde. But I appreciate the concern.
Vegas is quite a place, man.
Well, Sexton gets the first free throw as Mitchell Robinson checks in. And what have you thought so far, Clyde, of this starting five featuring Hart and McBride and Robinson coming off the bench?
I think they were reading my keys. They came out with fire and desire. Cat to the rack, and it looked like they're going to do it for 48 minutes tonight. Not allow these guys to get back into the game.
If you missed it, all five Knicks starters had at least 10 points at halftime, which has not happened since they started tracking each play in the NBA back in the 1996-97 season.
Brunson has had his way. 15 feet away again.
Could be a long second half for Knippel, who's drawn a real tough assignment. He's got the game-high 24.
4 away from the season's average.
Bridges, not that time. Rebound was spiked and out of bounds off of Knippel.
Bridges hasn't had success with the right hand. He's a southpaw. He's been misfiring.
Career high 22 points a game so far for Bridges. Still just 27 years old. He's a free agent after next year.
Yep. Remember last season had the shenanigans off the court. Seems to be back now.
McBride with that snatch back dribble.
And Brunson with the fallback baby jumper. Shake it again.
Almost got it to go. There's Towns soaring in for the offensive rebound. Brunson.
Oh.
A couple of times he's hit the side of the backboard tonight. Third try for Brunson. He's got all night. And he knocks it down.
What unselfish play. Towns rebounding, gave it to Brunson. Hart rebounding, gave it to Brunson. So sharing means caring, Tyler.
27 points for Brunson. The Knicks up 23.
Yeah, dishing and switching now.
Knicks fans, join us at the Garden on Friday, November 28th, when the Knicks take on the Bucks. Scan the QR code or head to Knicks.com to get tickets. Some NBA royalty in the building. Allen Iverson is here.
The real AI.
That is correct. An incredible guard at Georgetown, of course, in the Big East. And speaking of, out of UConn, Kemba Walker, now in his second year as an assistant with the Hornets.
Or the career he had here.
8 seasons. A lot of crossover, actually, between these two coaching staffs, Clyde. Of course, Knicks offensive coordinator Chris Gent was with Charlotte last year and coached them to a Summer League championship this year. As Brenner throws it down off the man alley-oop pass. Even have Rick Brunson spent a year in Charlotte as an assistant in 2012-13. Kemba Walker, of course, spent a year with the Knicks.
Native New Yorker, Kemba.
From the Bronx.
Upstate.
Towns. Tipped out of bounds by Sexton. 3 assists for Cat tonight. Hart leads the way with 6 in that department as we see Gershon Yabusele. He spoke to the media today during shoot-around, and Yabusele continues to be focused on doing all the little things he can to help this team win. Even if the three-point shot hasn't gone down as consistently as he would like, he's been about defense, physicality, and bringing energy.
Yep, no points thus far in 5 minutes of action. 1 rebound for Yako.
The injuries the Knicks are dealing with, getting him on the right track becomes all the more important, as they will call a kick ball on Brunson.
Brunson showing his soccer skills as well. Showing his culinary skills tonight, slicing and dicing these Hornets.
Well, you got to check out the Thanksgiving edition of the Roommates podcast, Clyde. I know you were on one of the first episodes. Yeah, they had looked like a delicious feast with Brunson, Hart, Bridges, and Towns.
Yeah, the cornucopia, they had it going, huh?
Oh yeah, great stuff. Apparently, Karl Towns, Cat's dad, he's into Mike and Ike's almost as much as Josh Hart, which does not feel possible. Here's Trey Mann, steps back on McBride. Rebound tipped and fought for. Look at Brunson working hard, and will stay with Charlotte, but you see the compete level for the Knicks captain, even up by 21.
Yep, they're not letting up. Keep pouring it on. The Hornets will impound underneath.
Brunson was actually self-critical, says he needs to be better at on-ball defense. And so far, you've seen him really work on that end. Bridges can't hit the corner 3, and then the Hornets throw it away for their 10th turnover.
I mentioned they averaged 16. So good effort, but in vain for the Hornets. The Knicks will have it in the backcourt.
Their season high in points is 140. They did that against Miami. And their only other NBA Cup win so far. Comes back to McBride. He'll try the elbow jumper. Off front of the rebound.
That was a good D that time by the Hornets, contesting shots. Oh, they're shaking big.
Sexton off the cross and a strong finish. He's got 13.
Yeah, setting the Knicks up nicely that time.
The Knicks might have caught a break, but Sexton's not getting a ton of minutes tonight. He gets most of the action with LaMelo Ball out. Brunson muscles his way inside. He wanted another foul, but he's got 29.
Weaving and achieving now is Brunson.
He's got 14 points in this third quarter. And now a foul called on the Knicks as Sexton went hard.
Let's take a look at the maestro. The virtuoso spinning and winning this time. And Sexton, watch him set up hard, the crossover. See you later, Gator. Those are the ankle breakers, so Hart might be on ESPN.
He'll be fine with that. The ultimate team player just wants to help this squad win, and what a job he and Brunson have done making it happen tonight.
Yep, pouring it on in transition. Where the defense was the best offense when they got the lead. So they went on that big run because of a tenacious defense.
Sexton gets the free throws, back to a 19-point game.
The Hornets have been stuck at that deficit.
Brunson off the ball fake, finds McBride.
Again, a good D by the Hornets.
Splits a double team, throws it up, and Kalkbrenner grabbed it. Sion James has been quiet tonight, and that continues.
Yep, when you're trailing, no room for error, margin for error, so they needed that hoop.
Brunson leans in, he's got 31. On 13 of 25 shooting, just over 50%, as Bridges draws a foul and flips it up and in. And one for Miles Bridges.
We've seen the omnipotence of Bridges tonight as well. He's shaking with the crossover, but this time they allow him to come to his left. He's able to finish. Before he's been missing with that right hand. So Bridges' career was in trouble a few years ago. His folly off the court. Finally regained his poise and confidence now.
He's become a solid player. He is part of a story of regret for the Hornets, who had Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for about 5 minutes. They took him 11th overall in the 2018 draft, but then traded him to the Clippers at that time for Miles Bridges and a couple of picks, and they went back to the 12th pick. Of course, SGA just had one of the best seasons in NBA history last year for the championship-winning Thunder. And a nice pass from Tyler Kolek gets an easy two from Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, the spontaneity has been mesmerizing by the Knicks. So regardless of who's in the game, they've had the continuity, the unselfish play, and getting the easy opportunities inside.
Kolek 5 assists on Monday, a season high. He's got 2 now tonight.
Bridges has definitely been moving, getting to the open spot.
On defense, 2 more blocks and 2 more steals. Hounded by Bridges now. Around the screen. Just the layup, but a good rebound from Yabusele. Knicks led by 25 at halftime. The lead is 21 here late in the third.
Yeah, both teams have been foul prone. No fouls to give.
Post up Towns. Just 2 points since halftime. McBride got loose for a 3, and he buries it.
Deuce the lethal touch tonight, especially with the 3-ball.
Approaching the final minute of the third. McBride is 4 out of 4 from downtown, 16 points. And Bridges marked by Towns. Trying to get him off balance, and he does. And another trip to the free throw line for Miles Bridges.
Yeah, we saw Sexton use that move on Hart. So obviously Towns not comfortable coming that high on the perimeter. So Bridges duping him. A little deja vu from the line for Bridges.
I said it a lot tonight. There's a lot of talent on this Hornets roster, and they're well coached by Charles Lee. It just hasn't all come together, obviously. They're 4-13. And part of that is injuries. They haven't had their starting 5 together really at all this year. This is just the 4th time this season they've been able to have Brandon Miller available.
The ball, and Miller missed the previous game.
So the rebuild continues. Hornets haven't made the playoffs since 2016. So they drafted in the lottery now for 9 straight seasons.
But in order to improve, folks, you got to play D. You mentioned that defense. You're giving up 121 points tonight. It's going to be difficult to win games.
Kolek, McBride, Bridges, Yabusele, and Towns. A lot of time at the 5 tonight for Karl Anthony Towns. Sets a screen from Kolek, who dumped it off to Yabusele. Couldn't hit the open 3. He's 8 for 30 from beyond the arc this year.
Yep, frustrating for the big man.
Shot 38% in Philly last year.
Average 11 points, 5 fouls. Averaging 2 and 2 as the Knick.
Trey Man slips inside. Tough fadeaway, way off. And it's time for Yabusele, and he threw it away to Miller. They keep it in bounds, though, apparently. And that will run out the rest of the third quarter clock. That's one way to end a quarter. And the Knicks have a 98-75 lead heading to the 4th. Clicking just across the entire roster with 31 points from Jalen Brunson, 19 from Josh Hart, all in the first half. And as a team, they're shooting 58% from the field and 56% from 3. The 4th quarter is next on MSG. Knicks hoping to get a W tonight and come home with a winning road trip. Let's go inside the paint. Presented by Benjamin Moore. Jalen Brunson leading all scorers in points in the painted area. 31 for the game overall. And we mentioned some legendary Big East guards earlier. How about Jalen Brunson and Allen Iverson connecting here at Spectrum Center?
Yep, showing the love, respect. Iverson wasn't at Philly when Brunson was at Villanova, was he?
I don't think they crossed over in that way.
No, right.
I was watching an Allen Iverson highlight earlier today. It's 20 years ago. that Nate Robinson hit that crazy corner 3 buzzer beater, and that was to answer a game-tying 3 from Allen Iverson. Great moment of MSG. Robinson getting down on the deck for it, tied up with Kalkbrenner, and he'll jump it up.
Let's take a look at Mitch. Demands respect on the low post. Good sleight of hand right there. And that's why they are in a jump ball situation.
Just 11 minutes tonight from Mitchell Robinson so far. How often during live action do you get a tie-up between 2 7-footers? So no real advantage on either side. And Robinson wins it. Towns has his eyes up court. Couldn't complete the pass to Jordan Clarkson. But this ball is saved right to Robinson. Kolek connecting with Clarkson, and now they'll reset. Now Bridges, and above the break 3, misses short. Hit his first 5 shots. Since then, Bridges has missed 3 of 4. Miller in the lane, blocked with a foul. Bridges thought he had number 3.
Previous was Miller on that long pass by Towns, knocking it away. Doing a good job hustling on the D, now getting to the line to shoot 2. So he's been injury prone throughout his career thus far.
Yeah, still just 23. Actually, his birthday was Saturday. So very young 3rd-year wing out of Alabama, Brandon Miller.
Has infinite range. Good 3-baller.
Looks like everybody does these days.
Yep, it's a necessity. It's a requirement.
21-point game now. The Knicks had a 25-point advantage at halftime. It's still their largest lead. Kolek out of the reach of Robinson. And Kolek signaling that Robinson was held down, and that should have been a foul.
I'd like to see Kolek go all the way to the hoop in that scenario. Because the more threat you are, the alley-oop is going to come open.
And we're starting to notice teams are throwing multiple big bodies at Mitchell Robinson whenever there's even the possibility of a shot going up because they're so afraid of the offensive rebound. He only had 1 on Saturday in Orlando and none so far. But that was a big block from Mitchell Robinson. Loose ball comes to Ball, and he hits the 3 after missing 8 of his first 11 shots.
A little drama that time. Good job by Robinson with the rejection.
This is his first to go along with 3 steals. Bridges across the lane. Fadeaway jumper, soft touch.
How many balls have hit the rim and fallen in? Soft, nice rim to shoot on.
Somewhere between 30 and 40, if I had to guess.
Yep.
Steal from Clarkson. His defensive effort really noticeable this year. Deceleration and a 2-point bucket. 6 points for Jordan Clarkson.
Euro step for Clarkson. Ball back in a hurry. Hornets trying to up their pace here.
Miller off the dribble. Tough shot. He's 4 of 7 from downtown.
Previously ball from that same spot. So they got 2 consecutive threes going now. Knicks doing a good job with their motion offense.
Bridges gets a screen from Robinson. With McNeely on his hip, will set up Clarkson. He couldn't hit the corner 3.
All trying to start erupting.
Heat check. Miller cools off. It is nice to see the Knicks playing well here at Spectrum Center. It was a tough place for them to play last year. They got a 1-point win and then a 17-point loss as Clarkson gets 2 more.
Clarkson previously off the steal and now bouncing all the way up the court.
That 17-point loss came without Jalen Brunson, second out of a back-to-back. They had a fly late night from San Antonio the previous day. As James got caught in the lane, out to McNeely and now Ball. Too strong and a rebound for Bridges. Kolek eyes up, mismatch. Towns on Ball and an easy layup. Timeout from Charles Lee. Karl Anthony Towns, 16 hyper-efficient points He's asking for a foul, but the Knicks are in command, a 106-83 lead with 8.5 to go.
Good court vision by Kolik. Head up, and Cat's the recipient. And the Hornets need time.
For Christmas and before the night's done, shooting guard Josh Hart will gift everyone. So if you're stuck for ideas and don't know where to start, go to TommyJohn.com and
Gift from the heart.
Well, Josh Hart set the tone tonight. 19 points, a season high, all in the first half as the Knicks look to get out of the East C NBA Cup group. Some updated standings for you. The Celtics ended the Pistons' 13-game winning streak, so they pick up a W there, but it does not look like Boston will advance. The Knicks can if they hang on tonight and then win Friday against Milwaukee. It'll be the first of 6 games, but the Knicks have a nice stretch. 5 out of 6 at home, and the only road game is a relatively short trip to Boston. The question is, will Giannis Antetokounmpo be available for Friday's matchup? He's been out for about a week and a half.
I heard he was at Miami, but he didn't play, so he's traveling. I would say he's going to play.
He was questionable tonight. He has said, along with about 400 other players, he loves playing at MSG.
Yep.
Away from the play foul on the Knicks. That's a foul when an inbound is being made, and Mike Brown unhappy with the 4th foul, or the 3rd foul on Jordan Clarkson. So you get a free throw and possession.
Oh,
nice play to set up James, but Clarkson caught up to him, and they will call the foul on him this time.
Yeah, he came wide open from the right corner.
The Hornets are arguing that he was hanging on the rim, which would be a goaltend.
Watch, he comes from the side of the free throw line. Good screen on Clarkson to give him a step.
Was grabbing the net, which is also not allowed.
Yeah, nice hang time. We shoot.
James at the line. He was getting compared by his teammate Trey Mann to Lou Dort. Sion James with his size and defensive ability. And it is indeed 5 fouls on Jordan Clarkson.
Dort is a first-team All-NBAer.
Yeah, again, it's more of a teammate hyping up a rookie in Sion James. And he gets the free throws.
Well, he's got a chance now. He's on the captain. Let's see what he can do.
Hard screen there from Bridges. Want to post up Towns. He's got 16 points, 8 rebounds. Backing down Diabate, but they'll call the offensive foul.
Bouncing, bouncing, bounce.
There's the 2nd foul on Towns, both of the offensive variety. Josh Hart chasing Concanipple off ball. He's done an incredible job with the talk of the town, best rookie scorer in the NBA. They've held him to just 4 points on 1 of 8 shooting. Knicks by 20, 7.5 to go. And set up Towns in that same spot, and he's pushed from behind by Miller. That's his 2nd.
You see these guys do a lot of switching. So that time Miller is on Towns, and he's been no match. So he's overzealous with the foul. None shooting. So the Knicks will have it along the sideline.
And again, we see some teams put wings on Towns as he's off the mark from 3. And it forces him a lot of the time to do more work in the post.
They say what goes up must come down. UFO by Towns.
6 of 10 from 2, but 0 of 3 from beyond the arc. Miller's heated up a little bit since halftime. Works around the Diabate screen, and now LaMelo Ball. Threw it away. 14 turnovers for Charlotte. Brunson with the left hand. Offensive foul is called.
Brunson elbowed Ball in the face with his offhand. Watch, he's going to swoop with the left and elbow with the right.
And a technical foul on the Knicks.
Right there. Get a better view this time. See him stick the arm out.
Josh Hart got hit with a tech. Ball hits the free throw. We've seen Hornets coach Charles Lee teed up as well tonight. Back to a 19-point game. Still some time left for Charlotte. Miller, air ball.
Previously Towns. Now Miller hears it from the crowd.
Brunson, McBride, Bridges, Hart, and Towns trying to put this one away. This was the starting five on Monday and here again tonight. Brunson off the dribble, draws a foul on Ball.
Ball has had no luck against the captain. So he's been driving and thriving against him all evening, other than the previous play when he was the culprit with the foul.
That was the fifth foul on LaMelo. Brunson struggling to inbound. He threw it right to LaMelo Ball. 2-on-1 with Diabate. 4 assists now for Ball. This could be the first time all year he hasn't had at least 7 dimes in the game.
Yeah, he's averaging 9 dimes on the season.
Brunson spins away from a double team, finds Bridges. Now the handoff to Hart. In the paint, threw it up. Rebound tipped by Towns. And they're going to jump it up. None of the officials got a clean look at it. As we take a look at your Audi electrifying play.
Hey, alley-oop. Coming right into your living room. Oh, Ball, an excellent passer. We mentioned the 9 assists to go 21 points per game.
And again, he hasn't been able to play 50 games in a season since 2022. A nagging ankle injury.
It's good to see his brother back, Tyler.
Lonzo.
With the Bulls.
And a great start for Chicago. They've regressed back to the mean a bit, or rather traded to the Cavaliers, Lonzo Ball.
I think his other brother's a rapper.
LiAngelo.
Yeah, LiAngelo. I think he's a rapper now.
Yeah, he swerved and bend the corner or something like that.
Yeah.
It was a huge hit last week. Off the pull-up leads to a Towns putback. And it'll get to the foul line. Knicks are getting a little frustrated with the officiating here.
That's because of Diabate's presence in there. His ability to block shot. He has maybe 3 tonight. So he's creating some havoc for the Knicks.
That was the 10th rebound for Towns, so yet another double-double. Only Nikola Jokic has more across the NBA this year.
Only Sabonis had more last season.
That's right. His name keeps popping up in trade rumors. Domantas Sabonis, as the Kings are reportedly willing to maybe reset.
Yep.
Miles Bridges back in for your Hornets.
Comes Miles Bridges as Towns lines up another free throw. He's 5 for 5 at the stripe. So 15 double-doubles. 3 of them have been 30-plus points, and 9 of them have been 20-plus. Clean up some blood there for Sion James.
Towns recently turned 30 years of age and surpassed 15,000 points in his career.
Towns easily could have had 40 points on Monday at Brooklyn after that hard fall on his right side that forced him to, as a precaution, leave the game with about 5 minutes to go. He came over right to you and Mike Green and told you exactly how it felt.
It hurt.
Oh, wow. So a quick look at some of the blood on Towns' jersey from Sion James. Wow. James able to come right back in. Early second-round pick this year, James. 4 years with Tulane, and then transferred to Duke, already knowing it would be a loaded roster with both Cooper Flagg and Con Knipple, who he's teammates with here in the NBA as well, but earned his way onto the roster. Great versatile defender. Knocking down three-pointers this year. Towns has made all 6 foul shots tonight. Knicks trying to get home with a win for Thanksgiving. Looking for their first back-to-back win sequence in a couple weeks. They've alternated wins and losses the last 7 games. And we'll take over again.
The alley-oop has been working, but not this time. And now the ball is going to be teed up. Trying to take the ball away from Brunson.
Frustrating night for LaMelo Ball. 4 out of 14. And let's see.
See, he wouldn't give the ball to the official. The lady was teed him up.
And that was also their second delay of game, which is always going to be a technical foul.
See, that's good, Tyler. I didn't know that they have 2 female refs out there tonight. You know?
Yeah, Danielle Scott and Danica Baruti.
Yeah. Not a big deal anymore. Right.
Baruti was with the WNBA. This is her 4th year reffing NBA games as well, though.
She's the one who teed up Ball.
That's Danielle Scott there.
A lot of them are former players, right?
That's right. Let's take a look at LaMelo Ball after the technical. And Josh Hart.
Of all people, reprimanded someone. Are you kidding me? Hart, the voice of reason?
Hart's always willing to poke fun at teammates and opponents. And another delay here. It's the blood on the uniform of Towns, which we believe belongs to Sion James. That will force him out, and Mitchell Robinson comes in.
Knicks might have to change his jersey.
And the day off tomorrow, of course, for the holiday, and then another NBA Cup matchup on Friday with Milwaukee coming to town. 5 of the next 6 at home after this 5-game road trip. And the last in that 6-game swing is another matchup with the Orlando Magic. It'll be the last chance for the Knicks to beat them in the regular season. Hart banked it in. That kind of night for Josh Hart. He's got a season-high 22.
Banking and thinking that time.
He has not missed from three-point land. 4 out of 4 tonight. And that's his first bucket since halftime. To McBride, steps in, finds Brunson. Strong defense from Sion James. Crosses over, steps through, gets 2.
We mentioned up those soft rims. Continue to. Hey! Oh.
Ambitious alley-oop almost worked for Bridges. 33 for Brunson.
Look at Hart, looking for more.
First miss, 4 out of 5. Love to see a confident Josh Hart. Here's the third steal for Bridges, and a smooth finish. He's got 18.
Smooth, clever, slick. Bridges.
And a little something for the Hornets bench.
In the passing lane. Causing pain to the Hornets. And Hart banking and thinking off the glass. All the Knicks with the knack. Tonight, they had no answer off the bounce. And then the 3 ball. One time he had to get 3 attempts to make it. But undaunted by those misses. And then the creativity. So he had a lot of 3-point opportunities as well.
He's played in 15 games now for the Knicks. And as you saw, it's his 8th 30-point game of the season. Entered the night 9th in the league, scoring 28 a night as Knipple's struggles continue, but his fellow rookie Kalkbrenner cleans up his miss, and he scores and 1. That first putback was just his, I believe, his 11th miss of the entire season. Kalkbrenner shooting 80%. Let's see it again.
Yeah, the 7-footer. Yeah, knocking his hook shot, and then just hustle and muscle to get to the line.
his 16th miss of the year. And the free throw spins out. Clyde, only 6 different Knicks have scored tonight. We mentioned everybody in the starting lineup had 10 by the halftime break. Brunson shows off the handle, but Knipp will stay with him. 33 from Brunson, and then 16 plus from McBride and Bridges. And then off the bench, it's just Jordan Clarkson. He's got 8 points. McBride in rhythm, buries a 3. 5 for 5 from beyond the arc. Deuce McBride is red hot.
Deuce has been loose tonight.
He's got 19 as McNeely spins on Hart. Tough shot with Hart right in his face.
And look how the Knicks are still contesting, folks. With a big lead, they can remain focused.
They're going to call that foul on Hart, throwing his shoulder into the defense. He wants a challenge. He feels immaterial at this point.
Yeah, you should get Brunson and those guys out of there, man.
Yeah, up by 28, 3:23 to go.
There's Deuce. He's been lethal with that 3 ball tonight.
Knipp off the Kalkbrenner's screen. The defense from Brunson forced a tough pass. James is left alone, end of the shot clock. Can't hit. Kalkbrenner got a hand to it, and the offensive rebound. James on the move, and a foul called on Josh Hart. That's his 5th.
So second opportunity is igniting the Hornets this time. So James has been misfiring. Finally gets a chance to go to the line.
Sion James, a smart young man, academic All-American last year. Apparently the first guy from Duke to make the list since Grayson Allen.
Yeah, I was wondering how he's going to make the quantum leap from Tulane to Duke. Yeah, so he's got some smarts.
And Tulane probably known more for football and even baseball than basketball.
Yep.
They helped get him on the map a bit. And he started 11 games as a second-round rookie. And he gets 2 free throws.
He showed aptitude tonight in guarding Brunson. Wasn't making the same silly mistakes all evening. So you need some intelligence to be a good defensive player.
You're always so nice to the Georgia guys. He's from Sugar Hill.
Oh, really?
That's right.
Oh, I didn't know he was a Georgia boy.
Hart will step back for a 3. Missed his last 2 after making the first 4. 13-4 Knick run over the last 3 minutes to extend this lead out to 26. Kolek and Yabusele will check in at the next stoppage. Knipp will 0 for 7 from 3. Now, you always hear young players, consistency is the toughest thing to develop, but he entered tonight 44% from distance. This is obviously his worst night as a pro. Big round of applause as Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns check out in Charlotte.
And Deuce will check out as well.
They were hoping to get Diawara and Dadier in also, but that'll wait to the next whistle. Kolek, a quick first step. Ariel Hukporty's first shot of the game won't go. That one off of McNeely. So the Knicks will keep it. In comes Diawara and Dadier. Stay tuned for the Audi Knicks post-game show. Bill Pito here on site.
Hart hearing cheers and applause as he exits the game.
That's coming up next on MSG. Highlights, analysis, and player reaction. Timeout on the floor, 2:05 to go. It was an up and down road trip for the Knicks, with losses in Miami and Orlando, but they're on their way to 3 wins otherwise. Dallas, Brooklyn, and now Charlotte.
Heroes abound for the Knicks tonight in this one.
We got some time to give you the Experience Amazing Play, brought to you by Lexus, the official luxury vehicle of the New York Knicks.
A lot of these came in the second quarter. The Knicks were on their rampage. Defense creating offense. They started running and gunning and stunning the Hornets. Yeah, feeling their omnipotence. The captain, it was the cat. It was also Bridges in the passing lane. So a collective effort tonight by the Knickknacks, especially that starting unit.
Great to see Josh Hart eclipse 20 points. He did it just 10 times last year, of course, known for doing just about everything in addition to scoring. 8 rebounds and 7 assists to go along with 3 steals. And again, a tone-setting performance from this defense collectively. And it seemed to start with Josh Hart again tonight.
Yep. Hart ubiquitous, and so was Bridges. Bridges a couple of blocks, couple of steals.
Let's see if we find a 7th Knick to get into the scoring column tonight. And it's Tyler Kolek.
Right on time.
The extended playing time continues for Kolek. 17 minutes in both Orlando and Brooklyn, and 13 tonight as Knipple finally sees one go through. Not just a 3-point sniper, Knipple, even though he's been elite from long range. I think he can be a 3-level scorer in the NBA. McCourty, looks like he's waiting for a handoff. James read the play, and then Mann took it away. Lost out of bounds. It'll stay with New York with 90 seconds to go.
Yep, that's what happens when you're stagnant. You're not protecting the ball. Guys are swarming. They almost came up with the steal.
The Knicks will go to 11-6 through 17 games. 1 game better than this point last year. They were 10-7. Well, that was when they were red hot all the way through December. At one point they won 16 out of 20 games, including 9 in a row. A win streak that only ended on the road in Oklahoma City in early January. Can they get just as hot as they did this time a year ago? These last 2 games showing signs that maybe they can kick this thing into high gear.
Yep, and the home cooking ahead.
Now Knipple. James in the corner. Mann from 28 feet. And out. Final minute. What's been a celebratory evening in Charlotte. How about Diawara from downtown? That's his 2nd NBA 3-pointer. Great to see after he's gone scoreless the last 2 games. Trey Mann with a quick answer. And they're giving Diawara a bit of a look. He played 10 minutes in Orlando, 5 in Brooklyn. Now he gets Kolek ahead of steam, and Tyler Kolek's got 2.
Kolek. Behind the back swish.
4 points for Kolek. Mann from the same spot. That one's too strong, and Nadia gets the rebound. Diawara aggressive. Up top to Kolek. NBA Cup. You don't have to kill the clock, and Tyler Kolek rips the net. 7 quick points for Tyler Kolek just in the last minute and a half. Knipple, strong drive, blocked out of bounds.
And that's what happened to the Hornets in the second quarter when the Knicks ran amok. They could not miss. Razzle dazzle, rebound, stealing the ball, starting to dominate, and they did dominate going into the half.
Kolek just picked up his first block of the season, and he did the Mutombo afterward. Trey Mann off the dribble, gets it to go.
Man has not been shy tonight.
Dadier lets the heave off in time, and that'll do it. A convincing 129-10 win for the Knicks, where they shoot 52% from downtown and 57% overall.
And the starting 5 were superb. All the knickknacks getting it done tonight.
You said it, Clyde. A lot of Knicks had the knack tonight. Karl Anthony Towns just 1 point shy of another 20-point double-double. And Mike Brown, always coaching, always teaching.
Yep.
Just 2 minutes from Ariel Hukporti, but continues to learn on the job in his 2nd year. Great battles all night between Towns and Diabate. Impressive young player, Moussa Diabate, but the Hornets will drop to 4-14. They're young, they're hungry, they're very talented, but they will again more than likely be looking at the lottery this season.
But again, Tyler, you got to play defense, man. You give up 129, you're averaging get up 121, so you got to play some defense.
See Kemba Walker and Deuce McBride chopping it up.
Kemba looks good, looks the same.
Sure does. Bill Pito standing by with Jalen Brunson.
All right, Tyler and Clyde, thanks. You're checking out the stat sheet. What do you see?
A W.
How about the balance here? Every one of the starters, including you, of course, in double figures. The fewest points anybody scored in the starting lineup was Mikal Bridges. How do you guys get such great balance?
We're just finding ways to attack and feeding off each other, and just reading what the defense was giving us, and ball was going in today, and then, I mean, it helps when we're getting stops too. You know, the energy is contagious.
How about the fact that you guys put up all these points and took a season low 25 threes?
Yeah, I mean, we kept getting in the paint, making plays, and we were able to finish at the basket, finish in the paint. Like I said, playing what the defense gives us, and then we're able to do something good tonight.
We saw you hug Allen Iverson after the third quarter. You're from South Jersey. He, of course, was a star in Philadelphia. What kind of impact did Iverson have on your development?
A lot. I used to cut my mom's socks and make them as shooting sleeves because of Allen Iverson, for sure. But he had a lot of impact on my life, and man, he's one of the GOATs for sure.
Jalen, thank you so much. Great game. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Appreciate it.
Okay. Tyler, Clyde, back to you.
Thank you very much, Bill. And a great note, a season low in three-point attempts this year for the Knicks. Didn't matter. Everything was going in from downtown or right at the rim. Brunson with 33 tonight. We're back in a minute.
Max One Music. music.